But basically, you know, what I do is, like, here's the process. I'll set up my camera, my lights, make sure, you know, Perry the Platypus is sitting there staring you guys, you know, a new one. Then I'll sit down, get my hat on, my shirt, and everything, and because I don't always wear these shirts, you know, when I'm chilling out at my house, it's usually like a t-shirt. But I usually get my, you know, a shirt out and everything, and then I'll just hit record and just start going, and I'll edit it later. There's a lot of mess ups along the way, especially with reading the news and whatnot, and I'll randomly trail off and have to, you know, come right back, and that'll be edited out, just different things, and then I'll put the information from my camera onto the computer, edit it in Sony Vegas using you know, the all the stuff. I'll mix it in with the stuff I did from After Effects, render it out, and about an hour or so later, it's up and ready to be watched. So I'll show you my my setup later. So that, you know, I hope that answers your question. WWE 2 Dragon, what is your #1 favorite ride from each park? Okay, Magic Kingdom, Pirates of the Caribbean, close second, Carousel of Progress. Epcot, it's probably Soarin' is my top ride in Epcot right now. Close second will probably be Spaceship Earth. You know, those are the two that I really need to get on. I love that. Hollywood Studios, the Twilight Zone Tower Terror is great. But I think the thing that's going to edge that out is the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. And when I go down next time, I'm sure Star Tours 2 is going to be great because I love getting on that. But the Twilight Zone Tower Terror is a very fun ride, very, very fun. I love just the eeriness of it. It really creeps you out. And the Animal Kingdom, Expedition Everest, all-time favorite ride in there, and the Kilimanjaro Safaris, which is a very, very fun ride when it's not 1,000 billion degrees out. Feckman94, he's actually asking me a wrestling question. What is your favorite wrestler of all time from the WWF era? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Awesome. It's my all-time favorite wrestler. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be getting into wrestling. It was just, you know, as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Just to be able to just say all that and do whatever I want. I was in the perfect age at the perfect time. I was a teenager, had a lot of angst and everything, and seeing Austin do all that stuff, it was great. You know, just a fun time. And plus, the fact that he was a great worker and had some awesome matches really made him an icon and a legend. So that's my favorite wrestler of all time from the WWF era, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Anthony94, what is your favorite Walt Disney World ride and why? Like I said, Pirates of the Caribbean, because it encompasses everything that that Disney World is, meaning the animatronics, the digital effects, and just the constant going around ride, the whole feel that you really get the sense that you are in a pirate era and you're going around, and just that is pure Disney, pulp Disney in my opinion. If you could make a new ride at Walt Disney World, what would it be? What type of ride would it be, and which park would you put it in? What type of ride? I'd actually kind of make it an Omnimover ride because I love those things. I'd like to make a big Omnimover ride, you know, like bigger than Spaceship Earth, so it goes up like 3 stories and I don't know, shows you you know what? Have one that shows you the history of Disney, and just, you know, you go through his his life. That, like, because I've read his autobiography before, and that's one hell of a cool life. You know, just seeing his, the different things and the strategic landmarks that he went in, and you go through the different movies that he created. It'll be a fun ride. That would be kind of cool. Jang-Woo Films, he was the last person to ask me some questions. You like High School Musical? Yes, I do. I didn't think I would, but I watched it, and the music is quite good, and it's all right. It could be worse. You know, they're trying to give you young people some good advice, on relationships and whatnot. And overall, it's a fun movie. Not as good as Grease, in my opinion, though. Is that Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 in the background? Yes, it is. I have the Ultimate Edition I got from Steam. That's just sitting there. In fact, I don't even use this. Don't even use it at all. Do you have an idea for a Disney attraction? Just said it. And finally, it's going to be the questions from the Farter 14. If you could erase 10 Disney attractions, rides, restaurants, and Disney movies, what would they be? 10. Jeez, man. Jeez, give me a break. 10? Let me think. Okay. The Stitch ride from Magic Kingdom. The Tomorrowland Indy Speedway. Not very good. The shooting arcade, that's really useless. Donald's boat, it's not really purposeful there. Let's see here. Let's go to Epcot. That Lion King movie from the Land Pavilion, that's just kind of worthless. The Reflections of China video, either update it or get it out. Let's go to Hollywood Studios. Sounds Dangerous, kind of worthless. Alright, let's go to Animal Kingdom. Oh, jeez. There's a lot in Animal Kingdom that I really don't like. The Flights of Wonder, that's not really good because people get crapped on. A couple of the rides from the dinosaur, Dinorama thing, that's kind of worthless. And okay, let's go to Downtown Disney. Let's see what type of attractions I can get rid of. I don't know, the Magnet store, I guess, Magnetrons, because I mean magnets. It's just a giant store full of magnets. So yeah, those 10 rides and attractions and restaurants or whatever. You could get rid of. You also mentioned movies. The Black Cauldron, kind of worthless. I hate that movie. Restaurants, I don't really know too many that I don't like, but so that's good. Why do you hate Animal Kingdom? There's nothing there, honestly. It's so cheesy and cheap. Question 2, why do you hate Animal Kingdom? You can get it done in half a day. You can't say that with any of the other parks. I mean, come on now. Plus, I'm just not that big into animals. What is your opinion with the Nexus? This is a wrestling question. What is your opinion with the Nexus? Which top 3 Nexus members do you hate the most? I actually don't mind the Nexus. The Nexus angle was okay. They're kind of winding it down now. They're focusing mainly on Wade Barrett. I didn't mind it that bad. It was pretty cool. I like the whole takeover angle. They should have done that with the WCW. Really built that up and ultimately have WWF win. But you could create viable contenders out of all of them. Yeah, so that's my opinion on the Nexus. And which top 3 Nexus members do you hate the most? The guy that looked like, I'm sorry to say, the Black John Cena. The red-haired guy, I don't even know his name. And I like Tarver over Otunga, because Otunga just doesn't really... I mean, he's charismatic, but I don't know if he can really pull it off. But Tarver, he has that kind of maniacal look in his eye. And I think he could, he could do some good stuff. So, yeah. What's your opinion on the young WWE superstars such as Evan Bourne, Ted DiBiase, Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler, and Yoshitatsu? Opinions on... okay. I really like the new roster. I really like the new roster of WWE young guys. They're really good. I've seen a lot of them on the independent circuits. Evan Bourne, great wrestler. I think he should get a title shot, or at least get the title for a little bit in his career. Ted DiBiase, I think, is a great superstar. I just don't know why they're not pushing him enough. Zack Ryder, I mean, he's just too funny. His gimmick now works, but once that kind of trend fades, I'm not sure how well he's going to do. Dolph Ziggler, he kind of reminded me of a really young Steve Austin, which was kind of interesting, just but not in the manner of intensity, but just he can work. Dolph Ziggler can work, and he's very good at it, and I think he's really starting to come into his own now. And Yoshitatsu, they don't give this guy enough credit. They don't give anybody from any other country, enough credit to truly make a name for themselves. Yoshitatsu is a great wrestler, and they just kind of crap all over him as making him a dumb Japanese guy. But he's not. He's a great wrestler, and I really think he should go far. But they won't let him, which is kind of stupid. Top 10 Disney rides. Okay, Pirates of the Caribbean. Carousel of Progress. You got Disney rides. The Haunted Mansion's great. Jungle Cruise. Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Star Tours is great. Spaceship Earth. Soarin'. Just one other one. I guess you could say Expedition Everest. Those are 10. But just listen to my top 20. I got 25 of the five-star rides. So those are my favorites, really, honestly, and truthfully. Name 3 Disney characters that you can't stand at all. You hate them so badly you wish Disney would have never created them. Any of the ones from the Black Cauldron, I really didn't like. But no, I can't really say that. Disney characters that I hate so badly. I never really even thought about that. That's a good one. I can't really say. I mean, all of them have their place. But the one that I didn't like, I guess because the woodsman from Snow White, that guy always kind of looked weird to me. It's kind of pointless. Just that other rather random character. Iago, just because of the voice, but I also love him too, just because he is so whatever. Just that's kind of weird. And any of the stuff from like the Camp Rock and stuff, I just think that's kind of stupid and forced. But kids that love the Disney Channel, they love it. I think Disney Channel now is kind of, it's not as good as what it used to be. But that's just my opinion. But top 3, I don't really hate any of the characters because they all really have their place. But they never really over exert their characters in Disney films. But I'd love to hear your answers to any of these questions. If you have any answers to any of the questions that I answered here, I'd love to hear your answers to them and talk to you about them in the comments section. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I know I seemed lost through most of it, but these are really tough questions, and because it's hard to really say which ones you hate the most, because I love Disney so much. I think every ride really has a purpose except for some of them. But the ratings, the number of ratings I gave, or the percentages and whatnot, that should tell you what I like and what I don't like. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and I'll be back next week for another Disney news and reviews. See you guys.